Good morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. Andy Brown 21. We've got some more car fixes for you today. So what are we going to be taking a look at? Well, we're going to be working on the Vauxhall Corsa that you can just see in the background there. We have quite a few videos coming up. Don't forget anyway to keep an eye on the channel. Stay subscribed, so make sure you've clicked the subscribe link down there. At the same time as well, remember to follow our Facebook channel, Junk and Driving, where you can see little snapshots and what's coming up on the main YouTube channel. So what have we got down here? Well, we have a box from HOWTO, which means we've got some parts arrived. So let's get it open and I'll show you what we're going to be doing in today's video. So what have we got? We've got some KYB shocks. We've got dust covers. We've got top brackets, and we've got a full bolt set as well. So what are we doing? We're doing the rear shocks on our Vauxhall Corsa. So let's go and get the car up in the air, take the wheels off, and I'll show you where we're at to do the job. So there we go, we're up in the air. So what we now need to do is take this plastic panel off so we can get at the top mount. These simple 10mm plastic though, so be careful with them. So we've got those off. You need to do the other side as well. So I've got that one off, and what you've got is TX20s. You've got a couple of those to take off as well, and then we should be able to get the entire plastic lining out. Now you can see at the top we've got access to our top mount on those two Torx there. Following it down, we've then got it on the Torx bolt. So an E14 Torx, and we loosen them all off. So for this side, it's an 18 ring here, and it's an E18 Torx on the other side. So we'll break this off as well. So I thought I'd show you the old shock and just a little bit about how it all fits together. So first of all, the bottom eye, you can see, so it's got a rubber bush at the bottom. That rubber bush often perishes. That creates metal on metal knocking. Now you can get those pushed out and a new one put in if you've got a hydraulic press. You can get your local garage to do that. To be honest, for the cost of a new shock, I'm not sure it's worth it. To be honest, I tend to replace. And at the top where we have the mount itself, what you've got on the top, typically most of them have an assembly like this one. So that's a 15 there. Get it on with a ring spanner. Then you see in the middle there's another Torx. So we get our Torx in the end like that, and you can then undo it. You can undo the nut like so, and you can take the top mount off. Now, like I say, I'm just demonstrating this because I do have a new top mount. I also bought new bolts and everything for this, so it's getting completely renewed. But just so you know, you don't have to replace this top mount. This top mount is actually in pretty good nick. So is all of this, so you could just leave that as is. One thing I do find on the Vauxhall Corsa though is, you see we've got our dust cover on the top, and these tend to be the ones that you buy and you get the replacement. So you can see here's the replacement I've got, which is the same for the top. Now on the Vauxhall Corsa there is also an extra plastic cover, and I like to take that off and reuse it because it does give that little bit of extra protection. So in this case that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take the top mount off and I'm going to reuse this. Fitting it back, you can see there's the new one on, and in the top there you have to be careful when you tighten these up because the Torx they do tend to be a little bit soft metal, so careful when you're tightening it up. Make sure it's nice and tight though. You can see I've got the bump stop back on, sorry, the dust cover back on again. That will sit nicely into the cup at the top. If I push that back in, that'll sit into there, and we're ready to get this back on the car. So we go out with the old, in with the new. See it. Bought all these genuine Vauxhall, so we know that the right tension, everything, and it just makes it a nice clean job. So let's get the shock back on the car. It just fits into place like that. Just hold it all together, put the bolt through, just to hold it in place. Bottom bolt held in, and the top one is thereabouts. Let's get it bolted back up. And there we have it, all tightened up. Lovely new bolts, top mount, shock, and bottom bolt as well. By the way, that is a captive nut, so you don't actually need the ring spanner on like I had before. Didn't realise that, but yeah, it's all nice and tightened up now. No rattles, no knocks, so we're all good. We'll get the wheel on and we'll do the other side. Should be able to get the other side done fairly quick. All in, it's I probably would have taken about an hour if I didn't stop doing the video, things like that. So it's not a difficult job to do. If you're replacing the spring, similar sort of thing. Take the tension off the shock. Easier to do it if you've got both sides as well. You'll be able to rotate the arm down a little bit, take the tension off the spring and replace the spring as well. It's not a bad job at all on this, on the Vauxhall Corsa. And there we have it. There's the other side. Shock absorber, bump stop and top mount done. You can see our far side that we've done. All in all, not too bad a job on this, the Vauxhall Corsa. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a really easy one, so it is one that I would say you can tackle yourself. Don't have to have any fancy tools or anything like that. The only thing to bear in mind is you do need the Torx set, so get yourself a Torx set. If you're working on Vauxhalls, you do need them. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, please do like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Loads more car fixes, electronics, bits and pieces, things like that. If there's something you'd like to see me tackle, do pop a note in the comments below. But otherwise, I shall see you in a future video.